What's up, Philly fans? Welcome back to Philly Sports Fire. I'm Chris here. Welcome back to the channel, bringing you all different things on Philadelphia sports news, rumors, and analysis. Apologies for my voice sounding a little funny, just coming off a little bit of a cold, but MLB trade deadline's coming up, so gotta make a video about it. We've got an interesting player to talk about today. Definitely an intriguing, exciting player, but interesting fit for the Philadelphia Phillies. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more Phillies content. I'm going to be covering some news coming up around the trade deadline, so make sure you stay ready for that. Eugenio Suarez of the Arizona Diamondbacks is on the trade block as the Diamondbacks are looking to sell at this upcoming trade deadline. They already have moved Randall Grichuk as he was traded away, so they're going to be looking to sell some of their pieces. Eugenio Suarez is one of the best players in baseball right now. 37 homers, 87 RBI. He's just blowing baseball apart. He's on another planet currently, so there's definitely a lot of intrigue having a player of his caliber on the open market. It's not every day that you're going to find somebody like that available at the trade deadline. He is on an expiring deal, and he plays third base. There are some interesting things to look at here. First, want to mention why the Phillies are a target. We got some reports here. John Heyman said, quote, "Phillies are yet another potential fit for Eugenio Suarez with Bo Mount and a need for a righty bat. Yanks, Mariners, Cubs, Reds, Astros, Tigers, Brewers, all are also fits." After that, we got from Hector Gomez. He said, quote, "Source, while the Mariners remain in intense talks with the D-backs for Eugenio Suarez, the Cubs and Phillies are very willing to do whatever it takes to get the all-star third baseman." First one mentioned the Seattle Mariners. They make complete sense for Eugenio Suarez. They had him a couple years ago. He was excellent for them. They have currently really nobody at third base. I don't even know who plays for them at that position. They need offense badly. They got Julio Rodriguez signed to the long contract. Cal Raleigh is blowing baseball apart right now. And after that, it's pretty much Randy Rosarina. He's doing pretty well, but their team just is not very strong offensively, so they really need to fit some more bats in. When their rotation is healthy, they have arguably one of the best in the entire sport. You know, George Kirby, Logan Gilbert right now, Brian Wu, but those players at the top of their order definitely are some of the better pitchers in the game. They've had some injuries in that spot. They also have Luis Castillo. So looking at their starting rotation, it's absolutely stacked. They need bats in, so it makes sense why they're in intense talks for that. Chicago Cubs were also mentioned, them and the Phillies as other targets. As we know, the Cubs trade for Kyle Tucker in the offseason. So they're definitely looking to just bolster their team, make it even stronger. They've already got a really nice looking spot at the top of the order. You got guys like Pete Crow Armstrong. Now you have Kyle Tucker. These are some really incredible star players out there, and adding Suarez would just make them even scarier. Now we're looking at the Phillies because there are some other teams that were mentioned, but the Phillies, they're saying that they're willing to do whatever it takes really to get Suarez. And I'm a little confused there because I saw that they had some interest and I thought, okay, this is something that we could just put aside. You're always going to, you can have some interest in big players, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to, that you're going to acquire them, that you're going to be serious about them. Just want to see how the talks are going. Maybe spice up the offers from other teams, try to get them to give more. But I was not expecting the Phillies to be in serious talks at all. And what we're looking at is Alec Bohm playing third base. He has another season of club control. He's in arbitration. Eugenio Suarez is a free agent after this year. It would be very interesting to see Suarez and Schwarber on the same team. Their stats are actually very, very similar this year, except Schwarber's drawing more walks. He's has better at-bats in that sense, so he's definitely the better player. And what we're looking at right now is Suarez at third base. If you bring him to Philly, really, what are you doing with Alec Bohm? They're saying with Bohm out, you could put Suarez in. Okay, what happens when Bohm comes back? He's not expected. I hope he's not out for the entire season. This should be something that takes maybe a couple weeks, maybe a few weeks, but he should be back sometime mid-August or so at best. At latest, I don't see why there would be any type of rush. Now, me personally, I was looking at what Alex Bohm has done this year. He really is not playing as well as he was last season, and with the contract coming up, he's going to really need to up his game. Well, next year is where things really kick in, as we see Schwarber's kicking it up a notch when he is in his contract year. We'll have to see what Bohm does next season, but he really just has not been doing as much as the Phillies expect from him. He was drafted 3rd overall, and over his tenure with Philly, he's been good, but he hasn't been playing up to the expectations as expected. So if they were to move on from Bohm and get Suarez, that's not necessarily the worst thing. But what you're looking at is you're losing another year of Bohm. If you're looking to contend, you're going to need to fill in that spot. Are you expecting to sign Suarez at 34 years old in free agency? Your team is getting only older. If they're expecting to sign him back, then that's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. But they have to be really confident that they will fill that hole, unless you're looking in, one of their prospects coming up like Aiden Miller soon. But really, they have to focus on now. Suarez is an absolute upgrade over Bohm. I'd easily take that. It's just looking at what's the situation. Now, if you keep Bohm, what are you going to do? The only other option I could really think of is if you move Bohm to first, move Harper to the outfield. That can't be out there. And I guess there's a second option, which is put Bohm at DH and put Kyle Schwarber in left field. We actually just saw Schwarber play against the Yankees today in left field, and my goodness, he almost stumbled back in the first inning. He did stumble back, and he fell down while catching the ball, and he made a throw to home plate, and it looked absolutely dead. That guy cannot be on the field. Last year when he played on the field, he got injured shortly after, so I don't know if that was the cause, but Kyle Schwarber is a DH, and nothing further than that. Alec Bohm, if he were to be moved, I could see him possibly playing first base, and the Diamondbacks just moved on from Josh Naylor, so I could see if the Diamondbacks were interested in acquiring Bohm, they could move him to first base, they can put him at third, either spot I think could work for them. And with the Seattle Mariners, they just seem like the best fit, I would say, for for Suarez, so I could see that deal definitely going through. I know this doesn't happen much in baseball, but I was thinking of a 3-team trade that would be sending Suarez to Philly, sending prospects to the Diamondbacks, and Bohm to Seattle if they aren't able to get Suarez. But I don't think that would happen. Tell me what you guys think of that. I think it's more of an off-season thing on moving Bohm. It's kind of funny, like messing up with your order that much and moving away a regular piece in your order, in your lineup, that this late in the season is, it's kind of tricky. I don't think it's going to be too hard to put Suarez in it. If you're asking switching out Bohm for Suarez, yes, but really, what are you looking at after this season? If they can sign Suarez long term, we'll see what happens with that. But just want to throw that out there because it seems like as time is going on, the Phillies are being a little more serious about this, and it does not seem really to be speculation as much as I thought it was before. We'll see what happens with reports, but I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Trade deadline is coming up. We are just a few days away. What do y'all think about Eugenio Suarez coming to Philly? I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like the video, subscribe for more Phillies content, especially with the trade deadline coming up, and comment down below what trade package would you do. Would it make sense for Philly to get Suarez? What do you think they could do? That they're saying figure it out. That's a really painful answer to do, painful thing to do this late in the season. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. Till next time, peace out, Philly.